What's up, fam? Haven't made a video in a minute, but I need to make this video. So I know I'm gonna ruffle a few feathers, but I don't care. Nobody ever, got to the point where they are in life by, staying whatever. But anyway, I'm making this video because I'm riding through the hood, if you will, here in a certain part of Atlanta, southwest Atlanta, and all I'm gonna say is this: if you yourself, or you have a grandma or auntie or uncle, cousin, whoever, friend that owns property in the hood, y'all, please stop selling these properties to these non-black, and I'm gonna just say it, non-black investors who have absolutely no desire whatsoever to actually increase the value of the community, or to look after your family members, or care for the property like you would like a person who is African American investor, or someone that looks like me. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to call me, although I would love for you to call me if you own the property. But I say all this to say is because I'm riding through the hood, and I just had trucks, I have people behind me. I'm riding through the hood, and I'm seeing all of these black-owned properties that are being rehabbed. I mean, it's just this one particular neighborhood, and I'm riding through here, and I know when I pull up the information that some of them even have their signs out front. They didn't ran, basically, a lot of these people, and of course, every situation is different, but we talk a lot about gentrification. And if you really know what gentrification is, then you know where I'm going with this. But I'm not going to, go a whole spiel about that or whatever. And this is not a black and white thing. So please do not, take it like that, because that's not what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, we all know that if you have these companies, some of them are hedge funds or whatever, some of these investment companies that have these large funds, and they're not black, they will not take care of the property or the community like the way black people. If you want to really, people talking about building these communities up, sell to someone that looks like me, because we're going to get in there, we're going to fix up the properties, and we're going to bring value to the community and build the community back to where it's supposed to be. These non-black investors and developers don't give a flying flip about these communities. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. So if you want, we're talking about revitalizing our communities, and we're talking about building our communities back up, then you need to sell to people that look like me. It doesn't necessarily have to be me, but if you do want to, then call me at 678-408-0057. Be like, Dana, hey, my grandma, my cousin, and even if it's a situation where they may have passed on and you're really not sure how to go about it, call me. There's ways in which you can, there's certain, especially depending on the county you're in, there's certain things you have to do. You maybe have to go through probate or whatever the case may be, but we can get it done. But because I'm riding through these neighborhoods and I'm seeing these non-white, investors and these developers coming in and just buying up all this stuff, and they're not putting the value into the area like the way, someone like me would, and building the community back up. That's not their goal. That's not their focus. And then what happens is that the ones that are still alive, guess what? They don't have nowhere to go. Or they're not showing them, hey, this is what you can do with your money. Because if you invest with me, not only if they don't live there anymore or whatever the case may be, but I can point you in the right direction. I'm not saying me, because I'm not a financial advisor, but what it is that I have connections, and I have relationships with people that will show you how to set up that Roth IRA, that will show you how to set up that self-directed IRA, that will show you what to do with that money, so you can make your money work for you, instead of you just having this cash in your hand and not knowing what to do with it, and then you end up blowing it. Because we don't know what to do with it, we end up blowing it and spending it on stupid stuff, right? So somewhere along the line, the cycle has to stop, the cycle has to break. So call me, 678-408-0057. 678-408-0057. And this is so I'm sorry if the video is a little whatever, because it was impromptu. I'm kind of hot right now, to be honest with you. I'm kind of mad right now, you know what I mean? Because I'm seeing it with my own eyes, you know, right here in Atlanta, how, you know, this is taking place right before our eyes. And because, you know, people coming in talking that big talk or whatever, and you're not informed, and you're not realizing this is what's being done in my community. Well, sooner or later, that cycle has to stop, and you have to be informed, and you have to have the knowledge, you know, in order to say, hey, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to allow these people to come in and take up this, you know, buying up the block. I mean, it was just like house after house after house after house. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy, you know. So it's not about, like I said, it's not about color per se, as far as like, oh, I'm not telling you not to sell to white people. That's not the point of the video. The point is to sell it to people that you know is going to care about the community and revitalize the community and bring value to the community. These white people that coming in and buying this stuff up, they're not going to live there. They're not going to. I don't care how good that house. It could be a $1 million neighborhood, right? And we just gonna keep it real. It could be a $1 million neighborhood with black people in it, you know, upper class black people. White people are not gonna come in there in that neighborhood. Now they want to own it, right? It's no different than the white people that own these basketball teams. They want the black people to play and make them that money, but they ain't finna live next door to them. I guarantee you that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So, yo, y'all gotta stop selling these properties to these people, and then you want to know why y'all don't have nowhere else to stay. It all starts with you and changing that mindset. Don't let people come in there talking all that talk or whatever, and the next thing you know, your grandma and them, or they'll re-rent it back to them, their own property back to them at these buku prices. No. We can't do that. It has to stop, and it has to stop right now.